The bulls keep the party going while the bears sit this one out. Is there a top in sight? Find out next on Invest with Jacob. Okay, guys, so the bulls kept doing incredible things yesterday by pushing the market higher again. They blew through a resistance zone at 45.20 that was supposed to be pretty strong, and they moved through it like it wasn't there. They pushed it up to 45.35 and traded sideways from there. Now I'm going to say something you've heard a lot of the last week and a half. They can still push this higher. We'll get into that in just one second. But first, if you're new here, welcome to the show, guys. My name is Jacob Gabbard, and this is Invest with Jacob, where we use Elliott Wave Theory to break down the SP 500. I highly encourage you to hit that subscribe button down below so that you can get our daily S&P updates, our trade setups, and our buy alerts. Okay, guys, so before we jump into the charts, I do want to address what has happened here recently and some of the comments I've gotten and kind of make sure everybody's expectations are in the right place. So as this market has pushed higher and broken through many barriers, I'm getting comments now that Elliott Wave doesn't work and that these targets, aren't right, all these different things. And if you've been in my chat room and been in my trading groups, you would know that since the May low, I have said the micro count, which is what we look at on these videos, I have said the micro count is a mess. There's lots of overlap. It is choppy. It is very hard to count out the waves and understand. There's lots of ending diagonals and complex structures. It has been one of the hardest trading environments we've had in quite a while. So because of that, the micro has been very tough to navigate, yet we've done it profitably. On top of that, Elliott Wave is really built off the macro scale. It is a big picture item. And when the market was at 2100 last March in 2020, Elliott Wave called for 4,000, and we went to 4,000 while many people were calling for the low 1,000s. When we were at 3,700, one of my very first videos I did on this channel, I said we were going to 4,400. Many people thought that was the top, that the market was too hot there. We went to 4,400. Just recently, the macro structure pointed us to 45.50, and I said, guys, we're looking at 45.50, and I got comments that said, I don't say never, but we'll never go to 45.50 before we go to 41.65. And Jake, you're too bullish. The August is terrible for the S&P because everybody moves money around, and it's seasonal. And we are a stone's throw away from 45.50, which is where Elliott Wave told us we would be. Guys, this isn't a perfect system. There is no perfect trading system, but it is the best way to understand where the market is going in the future, especially on the macro scale. There are times like now where the micro scale is tougher, and it is tough, and we're working through it every day. I'm here every day doing videos, breaking it down with you. But guys, on the big picture, you can't beat Elliott Wave, and it's not close. If anybody can show me another system that predicted all of these things that Elliott Wave predicted, I'll gladly listen. Anyway, that's my 2 cents, and that's my soapbox. Here we are about to hit 45.50 like Elliott Wave predicted. Now, let's go ahead and jump into the charts and take a look at the action. Okay, guys, so here we are on the 5-minute futures chart, and as I mentioned today, it opened up and blew through 45.20 like it wasn't there, up to 45.35, and then traded across there and hit pretty good resistance at that point. Now, I do think they're going to try to push it to this next fib at 45.48, and if that's the case, I think they will just push it on up and touch 45.50 before pulling back at that point. I just don't see them pushing all the way through 45.50 and continuing higher from there. We're on an almost 200-point move up without any sizable pullbacks, and because of that, I just can't see them continuing this move up. Now, as I say that, until they prove to me they're going to pull back, then pressure remains up and we have to keep looking up. So we tried here. They tried to prove they could pull back here. We went with them. They failed, and then they pushed it up even higher. So what we're looking at here, guys, is a just incredible move up here that needs some relief. It needs a breather. I think we're going to get that. I don't think we're looking at the huge pullback just yet. I think what we're most likely looking at is a push up towards this 45.50. Whether it gets there on this try or not, we'll find out. So I think this next pullback will target the 1382 here around 44.65, and then we will make one more push up towards 4600 before finally topping in wave 3 of 3 and getting a much larger pullback at that point. So I think the next pullback will be a 70 to 80 point pullback depending on where we top, and from there I think we push up towards 4600, and at that point I would really start to look for a topping pattern and a much larger correction. Okay, guys, so if you like the information that I put out in this video and you want to get real-time trading updates from me, you need to get in my Facebook group. There's a link down in the description, okay? Go ahead and click that link. It'll take you over to Facebook, and this is my Facebook group here. Now, you do need to get approved to get in my Facebook group. And the only thing you have to do to get approved is you have to subscribe to my YouTube channel. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Click on that Facebook link, come over to Facebook. Okay, scroll down and hit this announcements tab right here. And when you get there, you can scroll down and you'll see our documented trades so that you can see exactly what we've traded and how we've done. Okay, and then you scroll down just a little bit further and you have a link to my Slack channel. Slack is just a free chat channel. You get on there, I give out real-time market updates. I give you all of our buy alerts, our sell alerts, everything we're trading, exactly what we're trading, when we buy it, when we sell it. I answer all your questions. Got a super talented group of traders in there trading all day. It's an awesome community. We would love to have you there. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button and then come on over to Facebook and get in my Facebook group. We will be happy to see you. All right, guys, so key takeaways for today. We are watching to see how far the bulls can push this. Can they get it up to 45.50 and then reverse, or have they found their top here around 45.35? And when they do find their top, wherever that level is, we are targeting this 44.65 region, somewhere around there, to bounce and then challenge 4600 before we look for a much bigger correction. Okay, guys, that is the market update for today. I will talk to you tomorrow.